Evening VC, it is Dave, and it is another installment in the Blue Note 1500 series. This time we have for you Blue Note 1563, and yeah, we're up to the 63rd record here in the series already. Kind of feels like it's flying by. A lot of great contributions. Steven in the bass clef got this going. Check out his channel. The playlist is there. This particular record is Jimmy Smith at the organ. Plays Pretty Just For You. Recorded May of 1957 and also released in 1957. This is a record that Steven himself kindly sent to me as VCLT, along with another Jimmy record. So very appreciative. I just spun this. Plays through fine. It's got a little bit of snap, crackle, and pop on side one, but not too much on side two. It's great. Really appreciate it. I am a big Jimmy Smith fan. As I've done a bunch of his the videos for his records. So, and this one happens to be an original mono 47 West 63rd 33 1/3 microgroove pressing. This pressing is a heavyweight champion. That's a good way to describe. These old Blue Notes are war horses. I mean, there's no skips on this thing. There's definitely some scratches. Man, plays right through because they just made things better back in the day. And so this particular record is an interesting one. It starts off with a song, "The Nearness of You," and it's just a trio here. So it's Jimmy Smith on the Hammond organ, Eddie McFadden on guitar, and Donald Bailey on the drums. And the first track is a really slow number. It is a Panty Dropper. It is definitely setting the mood. I'd say this record as a whole is definitely a late night listen, or honestly, I've had an extremely long week at work, and this was a very relaxing thing to put on. It actually hit the spot. It really did. So that song, and Eddie McFadden, I've been talking about it lately. I'm not big on jazz guitar at all. There's something about Eddie McFadden I really dig. His style, his tone, I like him a lot more than Kenny Burrell and some others. I don't know why. Just Wes Montgomery, to me, I think he's better. That's just an opinion. And it could be because I dig Jimmy, and Jimmy played a lot with Eddie. But yeah, so you have that first track, mood setter. The next track is kind of a strange one, the Jitterbug Waltz. It's an old Fats Waller tune from the 40s. It's kind of some strange playing on the organ from Jimmy Smith throughout that song. Kind of experimental almost for the time on the Hammond, but so that one, it's not a ballad, and I don't know, it's still slow. I don't know, it's hard to describe that one. I guess you'd call it a waltz. Now the next song is, to me, the best song on the record, and completely everything kind of changes a little bit here. East of the Sun. It's a very long song. It's phenomenal. It's got so much going on for a trio. Jimmy's playing is phenomenal. Eddie McFadden's got a really good solo. Donald Bailey starts getting into it on the drums a lot more than the first two tracks. He's just way kind of in the background on the first two. East of the Sun, killer track. Probably the best on the record, my opinion. And then you have, to close out the first side, their version of Autumn in New York. And I really dig that track. I think Clifford Brown's done a version of that I really dig. Of course, Billie Holiday's version is phenomenal. Um, but this trio attacks that song in a different way. It's a slow version, but it's really cool, like really cool version. Eddie McFadden has a nice part in it on the guitar. I really dig it. You almost don't know it's Autumn in New York from Jimmy's playing until you hear Eddie come in and carry that melody. So yeah, the first side really, the first two I'm like, oh boy, this is a little bit slow. I don't know about this. And then the end of side one, it gets going. But then you go to side two and you slow way back down. It starts with the Penthouse Serenade, another really slow number. It's a British written tune from the 40s, or no, the early 30s, excuse me. Londoner Val Burton wrote that tune. But yeah, just real slow number. It's got a small Eddie McFadden part in there that's good. Then you move to The Very Thought of You. Another slow number, another old 30s British written tune. That one, Jimmy's pretty good on that track. Yeah, that one's all right. Not my favorite. Now you move to I Can't Get Started, and Jimmy again is experimenting a little bit more on the organ, and I dig it. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. And then it closes with Old Devil Moon, and bam, great closer. The tempo jumps way up. All three players are throwing down. It's almost like they had to get it out at the end, Really dig Old Devil Moon. It was a song from '46, and it was part of a score of Finian's Rainbow from back then. An old flick, I guess. But yeah, overall, most of it's very slow tempo record. A lot of old classic songs, standards. But yeah, their version of Autumn New York is fantastic. East of the Sun is a killer song. Old Devil Moon, they throw down at the end. The other songs are real slow numbers. You gotta kind of have to weed your way through those to get to these other tracks. But yeah, pretty solid record. Jimmy Smith at the organ plays Pretty Just For You, Blue Note 1563. Hope you're all well out there. Peace.